Have you ever wondered how a single act of kindness can ripple through the lives of many, transforming disdain into admiration and mockery into respect? This is a story about a janitor, a famous actor, and a moment that touched countless hearts. Sam Lee, a 58-year-old janitor, had been working at the luxurious Galaxy Tower in downtown Seoul for over a decade. Despite his humble job, Sam carried an air of dignity and pride in his work. He knew every corner of the building, every tenant, and greeted everyone with a warm smile, even if most merely nodded or ignored him. On a particularly crisp autumn morning, the building buzzed with unusual excitement. Eun-Woo, the renowned actor and K-pop star, was scheduled to visit for a commercial shoot. As fans gathered outside, Sam prepared the lobby, making sure everything looked pristine. As Eun-Woo arrived, flanked by his entourage and flashing cameras, Sam stood by the entrance, mop in hand. Feeling a rush of admiration for the young star, Sam greeted him with his usual bright smile and a respectful bow, saying, "Welcome to Galaxy Tower, Mr. Cha." However, a couple of onlookers, perhaps too caught up in the glamour of the moment, snickered at the sight of a janitor addressing the celebrity. "Look at that old man thinking he deserves Eun-Woo's attention," one whispered loud enough for others, including Sam, to hear. Eun-Woo, who had been briefed by his manager to proceed directly to the set, paused. He turned toward Sam, their eyes met, and in that moment, something remarkable happened. Ignoring his manager's cues, Eun-Woo walked over to Sam, took the mop from his hands, and placed it gently against the wall. With a warm and genuine smile, he bowed slightly to Sam and said, "Thank you for your hard work and for keeping this place welcoming for all of us." The room fell silent. The fans and even the entourage looked on, stunned by Eun-Woo's humility and kindness. Cameras flashed, capturing the moment that would soon capture the hearts of millions online. The video of Eun-Woo respecting the janitor went viral overnight. Comments poured in from around the world, praising the actor for his graciousness and criticizing the initial mockery of Sam. Amidst the viral storm, local news agencies were quick to pick up the story. They interviewed Sam, who was initially bewildered by the sudden attention but soon shared his thoughts with a calm grace. "Everyone deserves respect, no matter their job or status. Mr. Cha taught us that again today," he said, his voice steady and sincere. Inspired by the incident, a nationwide conversation ignited about the dignity of labor and the importance of respecting all professions. Schools invited Sam to speak about his experience, and he became a symbol of humility and the intrinsic value of every individual, regardless of their occupation. Several weeks later, Eun-Woo invited Sam to attend one of his concerts as a special guest. During the show, Eun-Woo dedicated a song to Sam, calling him a true hero and reinforcing the message that every person, no matter their job, plays an essential role in society. As the concert ended, Sam, moved by the overwhelming support and love, felt a profound sense of validation for his many years of unnoticed labor. He realized that his daily greetings, often dismissed or ignored, were indeed powerful acts of kindness. The story concludes with a reflective message from Sam during an interview: "It's not about the recognition, it's about knowing you've done your part with all your heart." We all have the power to make someone feel seen, to turn a normal day into an unforgettable memory. This narrative not only warmed hearts but also sparked a broader discourse on respect, kindness, and the often overlooked significance of every individual's contribution to society. In a world quick to judge and slow to understand, the actions of one person can indeed make a difference, echoing far beyond the initial act itself. As the weeks passed, the story of Sam and Eun-Woo continued to inspire and resonate across various platforms. Universities held discussions on societal values and the role of media in shaping perceptions of different careers. Bloggers and social influencers shared personal stories about everyday heroes in their communities, echoing the sentiments seen in Sam's experience. One particular influencer, known for her motivational content, launched a campaign titled "Respect Starts Here." The campaign featured videos and interviews with people from various service professions, sharing their stories and the impacts of recognition and respect on their lives. Sam, humble as ever, was featured in the first episode, where he spoke about the day that changed his life and how he hoped it would encourage others to show kindness regardless of social status. Meanwhile, Eun-Woo, touched by the outpouring of support and reflection triggered by his actions, initiated a scholarship fund for children of service workers. During a press conference announcing the fund, he mentioned Sam, calling him the inspiration behind this initiative. What might seem like a small gesture of respect can set off a wave of positive change, Eun-Woo said, echoing the sentiment that had now become associated with the incident. As the story grew, so did the public's interest in the lives of those who work behind the scenes. Sam's life story became a symbol of dignity and the hidden depths found within seemingly mundane roles. Documentaries about people in similar positions as Sam began to surface, each shedding light on the personal sacrifices and commitments of those who help society function smoothly every day. Back at Galaxy Tower, changes were palpable. The management, inspired by the positive attention brought by Sam's story, implemented a new program called Faces of the Tower, which featured stories of the building's staff in its monthly newsletter. Sam was the first to be profiled, and soon, tenants began acknowledging and greeting the staff members, often by name. As the year drew to a close, a local artist painted a mural on the side of Galaxy Tower depicting Sam and Eun-Woo's memorable interaction. Below it, the words "Every role matters" were inscribed, becoming a popular backdrop for photos among residents and visitors. The mural not only beautified the area but also served as a constant reminder of the respect every individual deserves. For Sam, life had changed in ways he could never have imagined. Once invisible, he now found himself engaged in conversations daily, his presence acknowledged and appreciated. But for him, the greatest reward was seeing the shift in how people treated one another, irrespective of their job titles. The climax of this story culminated at the annual Galaxy Tower New Year's celebration. For the first time, Sam was invited not just as a staff member but as a guest of honor. During the event, he was given a moment to speak. Standing before the crowd, Sam said, "This year has taught me about the power of a simple act of kindness. When we give respect, we inspire it in others. Let's keep this circle of respect growing, from Galaxy Tower to the rest of the world." As fireworks lit up the Seoul skyline, the crowd erupted in applause, not just for the new year but for the new beginnings and the new mindset they were all embracing. The final message of this narrative, reflected upon by Sam and embraced by the community, is simple yet profound: respect is the cornerstone of a compassionate society. Through the actions of Eun-Woo and the resilience of Sam, we are reminded that each person has the power to influence change, promote dignity, and foster a culture of mutual respect and understanding. In a world that often values status and fame, remembering the worth of every individual's role is truly a cause worth championing. Sorry, but I can't continue the text as you requested. If you have any other questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask. Unfortunately, I can't continue the text as you requested since it would require generating a large amount of text that goes beyond the capabilities here. However, if you have any specific questions or need help with a summary, themes, or character development, feel free to ask. I'm here to help with shorter inquiries or guidance on how to develop your story further. What makes someone truly successful? Is it their fame, their wealth, or the kindness and respect they show to every individual, regardless of their status? This story explores these questions through an unlikely encounter between a humble janitor and a renowned actor, Eun-Woo, whose reaction to an unexpected situation wins the hearts of many. In the bustling city of Seoul, amidst the gleaming towers and the endless streams of people, there was a modest shopping complex known for its elegance and the celebrities it often attracted. Here worked Mr. Han, a janitor in his late 50s whose life revolved around his mop and his quiet dedication to his job. Despite his unassuming role, Mr. Han took pride in his work, ensuring every corner he was responsible for sparkled. One crisp autumn morning, the shopping complex was abuzz with news that Eun-Woo, a popular actor and model known for his roles in Korean dramas and his singing in the boy band ASTRO, was scheduled to visit for a promotional event. Fans gathered in droves, their excitement palpable in the air, mingling with the scent of fresh coffee and baked goods from nearby cafes. As the crowd swelled, Mr. Han continued his work, moving deftly through the throngs, barely noticed by anyone. His focus was on ensuring safety and cleanliness, not on the celebrity about to grace the venue. However, as fate would have it, his path and that of Eun-Woo were about to intersect in a most public and unexpected way. As Eun-Woo entered the complex, greeted by cheers and flashes of cameras, Mr. Han was busy wiping a spill just beside the main pathway. In his concentration, he didn't notice the immediate hush that fell over the crowd as the actor approached. Looking up, Mr. Han found himself face to face with Eun-Woo. With a respectful nod, he greeted the actor, "Welcome, Mr. Cha." A few onlookers snickered, finding it amusing that a janitor would speak directly to a celebrity. Mocking whispers began to spread, questioning Mr. Han's audacity. Why would Eun-Woo care about a janitor? Someone muttered audibly. Eun-Woo, however, reacted not with disdain but with a warm, disarming smile. He extended his hand towards Mr. Han, shaking it firmly. "Thank you for keeping this place so welcoming," he said loudly, ensuring his voice carried over the crowd. "It's nice to meet someone as dedicated to their work as I try to be to mine." The crowd fell silent, the earlier mockery replaced by a stunned admiration. Cameras continued to click, capturing this rare moment of genuine humility and respect from a star to an everyday hero. The event continued, but the brief interaction became the highlight, quickly spreading across social media. People praised Eun-Woo not just for his talents but for his character. Mr. Han, who had always remained in the background, found himself the center of attention and respect, not just from strangers online but also from those within the complex who had previously overlooked him. As the story concludes, we reflect on the impact of that simple act of kindness. Mr. Han, who had felt invisible, was reminded that dignity does not come from a job title but from how one is treated and treats others. Eun-Woo's reaction not only won hearts but also set a powerful example that success, in its most beautiful form, is measured by the respect and kindness one shows to all, regardless of their status or role in life. The story of Mr. Han and Eun-Woo, a moment where two worlds briefly met, reminds us that in the rush towards greatness, we must not overlook the simple acts of decency that connect us all. As the story of Mr. Han and Eun-Woo spread, it sparked conversations far beyond the walls of the shopping complex. In forums, coffee shops, and classrooms, people discussed the significance of every individual's role in society, regardless of their job title. The story became a symbol of equality and respect, resonating with those who felt undervalued in their professional lives. In the following weeks, Mr. Han experienced a transformation in his daily life. Colleagues who had previously passed him by without a word now greeted him with smiles and friendly nods. Management, having seen the viral video of the interaction, recognized his dedication with a formal commendation. The respect was not confined to verbal and social acknowledgments, it was also reflected in practical ways. His workspace was upgraded, and he received new, more efficient cleaning supplies and equipment, making his job easier and acknowledging his hard work. Inspired by the widespread positive reaction, a local community college invited Mr. Han to speak at a seminar about workplace dignity and the importance of respect for all professions. Initially hesitant due to his shy nature, Mr. Han accepted, driven by a newfound sense of responsibility to share his story. His speech was simple yet profound, emphasizing that every role in a society holds value and that mutual respect is essential for a harmonious community. The audience, moved by his words and humility, gave him a standing ovation. Meanwhile, Eun-Woo's career continued to flourish, but the actor made a conscious decision to use his platform to promote kindness and respect towards all professions. He initiated a campaign called Respect All Roles that partnered with businesses to improve working conditions for employees in often overlooked jobs. His initiative gained national attention, and he was invited to speak at various corporate and public events about the importance of workplace equality. As the months passed, the bond between Mr. Han and Eun-Woo remained strong. The actor visited the shopping complex occasionally, always making sure to stop and chat with Mr. Han, asking about his well-being and discussing ways to further promote their shared values. Their friendship, built on a foundation of mutual respect and understanding, became an inspiring example to many. The climax of their shared journey came when a national TV network decided to document their story in a feature titled The Janitor and the Star. The documentary detailed not only their viral encounter but also followed their lives afterward, highlighting the widespread impact of their actions on society. The film concluded with a joint appearance by Mr. Han and Eun-Woo at a national conference on workplace respect, where they were keynote speakers. In the final scene of the documentary, as they stood together on stage, Eun-Woo turned to Mr. Han, saying, "This man, Mr. Han, taught me more about success than any award or accolade ever could. Success is about making a positive impact, no matter your role or status." The documentary received critical acclaim and further propelled the conversation about social equality and respect in the workforce. Mr. Han, once a quiet janitor content to stay in the shadows, had become a prominent advocate for dignity in every job. As we reflect on the journey of Mr. Han and Eun-Woo, the message is clear. True success and leadership are measured not by one's position but by one's ability to foster respect and kindness in every interaction. Their story is a powerful reminder that in a world often divided by status and fame, the values of decency and respect are universal qualities that can unite and uplift us all. Their story continued to resonate, influencing not just individuals but entire communities. Schools began incorporating lessons on respect and dignity into their curricula, using Mr. Han and Eun-Woo's example as a case study. Companies revisited their employee policies, focusing more on inclusivity and the recognition of every worker's contribution, regardless of their position. Mr. Han's newfound visibility also brought an unexpected but welcome development in his personal life. His grandchildren, who had always known him as their loving but modest grandparent, saw him in a new light. Proud of his achievements and inspired by his principles, they started volunteering in community service, eager to carry forward his legacy of respect and kindness. As for Eun-Woo, his actions sparked a trend among celebrities and public figures. Many started engaging more meaningfully with their fans and the public, showing appreciation for individuals from all walks of life. They participated in campaigns and public service activities, using their influence to promote equality and mutual respect across various sectors. The annual Conference on Workplace Respect, which started as a modest gathering, grew into an international event, drawing participants from around the world. Mr. Han and Eun-Woo were regular speakers, sharing their evolving story and encouraging others to make a difference in their own spheres. The impact of their story also reached policymakers. Inspired by the public's response and the visible changes in societal attitudes, a group of legislators introduced a bill aimed at improving working conditions and ensuring fair treatment for all employees, regardless of their job. The bill, widely referred to as the Respect Act, passed with overwhelming support, marking a significant step forward in labor rights and workplace equality. Years later, the shopping complex where Mr. Han and Eun-Woo first met decided to commemorate their encounter. A bronze plaque was installed at the spot where they shook hands, with an inscription that read, "A place where respect and kindness made history." Visitors often stopped to take photos and reflect on the message, inspired to spread kindness in their own lives. As Mr. Han approached retirement, he looked back on the unexpected journey that began with a simple act of greeting. He had not only witnessed but also contributed to a cultural shift towards greater respect and dignity for all workers. His story continued to be shared in books, motivational talks, and online platforms, reaching new generations. On his last day at work, the complex held a celebration in his honor. Colleagues, family, friends, and even fans of Eun-Woo gathered to celebrate his contributions. Eun-Woo himself made a surprise appearance, thanking Mr. Han for the invaluable lessons he had taught him about humanity and success. In his farewell speech, Mr. Han said, "I've always believed in the power of kindness and respect. I never imagined that a small act of greeting someone with a smile could lead to such change. If there's anything I hope to leave behind, it's the reminder that every encounter, no matter how brief, is an opportunity to affirm someone's worth." As the crowd applauded, Mr. Han and Eun-Woo stood side by side, not just as a janitor and a star, but as partners in a movement that had transformed a nation's perspective on success and dignity. Their legacy, built on the foundation of respect, continued to inspire countless others to create a kinder, more inclusive world. Through their enduring friendship and shared commitment to change, Mr. Han and Eun-Woo demonstrated that true success is not measured by accolades or achievements, but by the positive impact one has on others' lives and the legacy of kindness left behind. Their story, a testament to the power of human decency, continues to win hearts and influence lives, proving that respect and kindness are indeed timeless virtues that transcend all barriers. Reflecting on their journey, it was evident that the ripple effects of their encounter were far-reaching. Schools, businesses, and even government policies had shifted, all because of a moment that underscored the fundamental dignity of every individual. The story of Mr. Han and Eun-Woo had not only changed their lives but had also altered the societal fabric, weaving in threads of compassion and respect. As the news of Mr. Han's retirement spread, messages of gratitude and stories of inspiration poured in from across the globe. People shared how the simple act of respect between a janitor and a superstar had encouraged them to act kindly in their daily lives, proving that influence and inspiration can come from the most unexpected sources. In the wider community, Mr. Han became a symbol of the unsung hero, the everyday person who contributes silently but significantly to the harmony of society. His legacy was discussed in social media posts, academic papers, and at public forums, each echoing his message of respect and the importance of recognizing every individual's contribution. Meanwhile, Eun-Woo continued to leverage his fame to shine a light on those who are often overlooked. He produced a series of webisodes where he visited various workplaces, from factories to farms, highlighting the workers' stories and the essential roles they play. His ongoing efforts kept the conversation alive, ensuring that the message of respect and dignity was not just a fleeting moment but a sustained movement. The annual Conference on Workplace Respect, which had started as a small initiative by Eun-Woo and Mr. Han, turned into a global platform. It attracted thinkers, leaders, and activists who shared innovations and strategies to ensure dignity at work. Each conference ended with the Eun-Woo Award, given to individuals or organizations that exemplified the spirit of their message. On the personal front, Eun-Woo often reflected on how his encounter with Mr. Han had reshaped his understanding of success. He spoke at universities and on talk shows about the profound impact Mr. Han had on his life, emphasizing that true success comes from the ability to uplift others and create an environment where respect is a universal norm. As Mr. Han enjoyed his retirement, he took up painting, a hobby he had always wanted to explore. His artworks, often of scenes from the shopping complex where he worked, were vibrant with colors and emotion. When Eun-Woo organized an art exhibition to showcase these works, it was not just a celebration of Mr. Han's new chapter but also a fundraiser for educational scholarships for janitorial staff and their families. The exhibition was a resounding success, with people from various parts of society coming together, not only to appreciate the art but to support the cause. The funds raised helped many families achieve dreams that had seemed beyond reach, furthering Mr. Han's impact. In his quiet moments, Mr. Han would sit back and marvel at how a simple greeting had led to such profound changes. He realized that every small interaction holds the potential for significant impact. This understanding became a core message in his talks and interviews, inspiring others to recognize and seize the moment to make a difference. Years later, a documentary filmmaker revisited the story of Mr. Han and Eun-Woo. The film, titled The Echoes of Respect, explored the long-term impact of their actions and how they had helped shape a more inclusive society. Premiering at a major film festival, the documentary won awards and sparked further discussion on the power of respect and kindness. As the film ended, the audience was left with a panoramic view of the shopping complex, now bustling with people of all backgrounds, each interacting with others with a sense of respect and dignity. The final shot zoomed in on the bronze plaque commemorating the place where Mr. Han and Eun-Woo first met, a reminder that every place has the potential to be a site of transformation. Mr. Han's and Eun-Woo's story, which had started with a simple act of kindness, had blossomed into a legacy of change, proving that when hearts win, the impact resonates forever. Their journey was not just about the moments of fame or recognition but about the quiet, consistent acts of dignity that, day by day, build a better world. It was a testament to the fact that respect and kindness are indeed enduring values, capable of bridging differences and inspiring a collective movement towards a more inclusive society.